Vechain continues to see a bit of a breakdown move, and at the time of this recording we are holding below the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is now acting as resistance for us to continue pushing higher. We have also continued to obey the Elliot structures, where I believe that whatever has been playing out is a breakdown move to the lower side in this Elliot count 3, which has now fully maximized its minimum target areas. And that means that in the next coming hours, there are high chances that we are going to see a bit of a short-term bounce in an Deriv count 4. And on today's video, I will be discussing the possible minimum target areas for that Deriv count 4, and above all, discuss my long-term price prediction analysis. So make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. And for those of you that might want to take a trade, you can check out BitGet, which is my go-to exchange. And you can see that on sign up you can now claim a welcome pack of up to 6,200 USDT, and all you need for registration is an email and a phone number. Getting back to the charts, I want to start the video by first giving you a recap of this Elliot structure that I have here on the charts, which started to play out from the highs that we made above the 0.027, where you can see that we started a bit of a breakdown move, giving us the low for this Elliot count 1. Then we saw a bit of a short-term bounce in an Elliot count 2. And after we got our high in that Elliot count 2, I was expecting that we are going to see an impulsive movement to the lower side in an Elliot count 3, whose minimum target areas I gave you on my last video by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the high of that Elliot count 1 to the low of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of this Elliot count 2, giving me a minimum target area for the third wave at the fib level, that is at the fib ratios 1:1, and that lies above the 0.01906, an area that we have now fully maximized, and there are high chances that we could easily see a bit of a short-term bounce to the upside in an Elliot count 4, then continue heading further down in an Elliot count 5. And if that is the move that is going to play out, we can be able to get the minimum target areas to watch out for by connecting the fibs from the high of this Elliot count 2 to the low of that Elliot count 3, giving me a minimum target area for that Elliot count 4 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5. And that target area lies between the 0.02193 and the 0.02125, which is the area that I have marked here on the charts. So in case in the next coming hours we see a bit of a short-term bounce breaking above resistance above the 0.02081, this is the area to watch out for. And the moment we fully maximize that target area, I will be expecting to see a rejection within the area, giving us another pullback to the lower side in an Elliot count 5 to complete that 5-wave structure to the lower side. We also need to have in mind that we can also lose that momentum to push the price higher in an Elliot count 5, and that means that there are high chances that we can also see a total breakdown move, giving us that Elliot count 5 or maybe lower prices. And if that is the case, then using the trend-based Fibonacci, we can be able to get the minimum target areas that we can pay attention to, once again by connecting the Fibonacci's like that, where you can see that where we can pay attention to the fib level 1.618 that lies above the 0.01554. So in case we don't get a bounce and we see a sudden breakdown move, this is the area to watch out for. We also need to pay attention to the significant lows that we made on the 5th of August, and that lies above the 0.01891. If by any chance we lose that significant low, then that will be suggesting a more bearish case scenario here on the Vechain chart. On the daily chart, I still believe that we got our bear market lows last year and started an aggressive bounce to the upside in a move that peaked above the 0.05514, giving us the high for this Elliot count 1. Then we started a breakdown move in an Elliot count 2, whose minimum target areas I have marked on the charts using this blue target area. And that means, and since we have fully maximized the area, there are high chances that we have the low in place for the second wave, and in the next coming weeks or maybe months, we can start an impulsive Deriv count 3, then expect a wave 4, then continue pushing even higher in an Deriv count 5. But for that to play out, we need to see Vechain holding above the fib level 0.88, and that lies above the 0.01851. So if by any chance we lose the 0.01863 in the next coming hours, then that will be suggesting a more bearish case scenario in a move that can easily give us a reset of the bear market lows. So that is something that we need to be watching, to be on the lookout for in case we lose that key area on the Fibonacci's. And that is all I'm expecting on the short term and also on the long term. And let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I will be keeping you up to date.